my beautiful friends and family. I've been listening to all of you for a long time as a massage therapist and as a friend, and I know we like to go raw and go deep and go quick. I've been hearing your stories and your dreams, and I'm hearing kind of a global problem with people not having enough time and feeling like they don't have the relationships that they would like because they're overworked and tired and they want more. And I've definitely felt those struggles myself. So this new project, I know everyone's been asking what I've been up to lately, and it was kind of top secret, but here's the big reveal. This is my life's work. I've been working towards this amazing thing, and I want to teach people what I've learned and how to monetize it so they can have time freedom. So I could go through all the steps, and I will go through all that, but I want to just maybe share where it came from. And I've heard your stories, and they're all confidential, so or I wouldn't want to, put any of that out there, but I will share my story. And the truth is that after hearing all your stories of essentially not feeling loved and not feeling good enough, I realized that I was hiding behind a mask of my own, and I was searching for where it came from. One of the earliest memories I can go back to is when I was 8 years old. I remember I was playing after school, come home from school and let the dog out, and our golden retriever Taffy was looking forlorn and moping as I left out the back door across the pool and across the backyard. I didn't cross the pool. I went around the path beside the pool. There's this big open grassy area, and then the forest was right behind it. So I was so excited to go play in our tree fort, which actually was on the ground that we built. And, I spent every day there that I could. And I remember this one day, it was so beautiful. The birds were singing, and it was lush and green, and you could hear the wind with the trees, and it was just so peaceful. And I remember it being my happy place. And I got hungry, but I kept playing, and I could hear the stream. And anyways, it started to get dark, and I'm sure the street lights were on, but I couldn't see them from the forest. And I started coming back, realizing that it was going to be dark soon. And all of a sudden, the forest gets like scary and dark. And I feel like there's creatures coming out behind me, so like rushing back to the house, and I bust open the back door. Finally, in safety, I'm greeted by my parents, and they lean down in my face, and they're like, "Keren, where were you? We were worried sick." And I guess it never occurred to me that they didn't know where I was, because I was always in the same place. But I got taught a lesson that day, and they had this joke fanny whacker gift that they got from their friends. And next thing I know, I'm upstairs and getting walloped with this thing, and I'm biting my lip, like trying to keep in the screams. And after it was over, I decided they were gonna know how much that hurt me, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs after it was over. And I had a pretty piercing scream, as I recall, back then. So my mom comes back in the room. I remember her like storming into the room, and I thought, good, well, she's gonna apologize for what she did. And she goes, "Pull down your pants." And I was like, oh, great. She can see how swollen and red and welted my bottom is. And I expected her to just hug me and say sorry. And she just snarled and said, "Good," and walked out of the room. And I believe, looking back, that moment I decided that I wasn't lovable and I wasn't good enough. And I can see how I made a pattern of becoming this little achiever to try to win people's love and approval. Fast forward, started my first babysitting company at 12 years old, red carpet service. That was great, being booked 3 years in advance at the time, but I wanted more, so I got into high-end patio furniture and wood stove sales and became a salesperson before I was 15. That didn't seem to get me the approval that I was looking for. Didn't seem to do it. So I think I turned to boys at 15 years old. I remember the first time I had sex. It was a boy who, well, I remember actually standing in the shower and the hot water was pouring down on my neck, and I could see the steam rising over the shower, and I remember scrubbing myself with this foot scrubby brush and soap, trying to scrub off every inch of him that had touched me, and I just couldn't get it clean. And I remember there was people doing construction in the basement on this big fireplace, and they're smashing and making a whole lot of noise, but I was certain that they could hear me screaming when he was biting me down there. Say yes, I know you want it, you little whore. And I was sure that my parents were going to be home any minute and that they would know somehow right away what had happened. And I didn't know if the construction workers could hear me screaming. Why wouldn't they come upstairs and save me? It was out loud, or so I thought, or maybe it was just all in my head. So fast forward, I turned to drinking and drugs and becoming promiscuous and self-mutilation, and I still didn't feel loved, and the cutting didn't replace the pain I was feeling inside. I felt used and useless, and I went back to achieving. I went back to work. So I helped family members start up and manage different dry cleaners. I got involved with 8 network marketing companies, thinking that if you could achieve, because they have all the ranks, right, that you could get acknowledgement and love and awards. But I really wanted to help people. I really wanted to give back. So I found this massage school. I graduated with honors, which is like above 90. So proud of that. You know, I became the go-to massage therapist in town, booked 3 to 6 months ahead, which was amazing. And of course then tore a muscle in my forearm. So what do you do now? I went into home improvements, of all things, and became a top closing team in that. You know, but I really still wanted to help people. I had that heart center, and I had other people raising my kids, and I did not want that. I wanted to be home for my kids full time. So I went back to healthcare and opened an award-winning health clinic, of course. So a few years later, I had a naturopathic doctor who was a friend of mine. Our kids played together. Thought we were friends, or so I thought, who I'd built up over the past 6 years, take my receptionist and my chiropractor. They all left in the same weekend. And, you know, the police encouraged me to lay charges for what went down, and it was just a crazy time. And I felt used and betrayed, and I took no pay for 9 months. I decided I needed a backup for my income, and I didn't believe that my kids deserved to see all this mess that I was going through, and, you know, hiding it from them as much as possible and trying to protect them. But, you know, they had been threatened, and anyways, long story. So I found another network marketing company, and I swore I'd never get involved with another one, but this one was just something that really resonated with me and really helped me and my family. So I felt kind of obligated to share it, and through that I found many gifts, including helping us with our own health. But I learned how to really deal with objections. The sales things I had done before had helped, but this was just another level, just leveling up. I was asked to speak at my first event, and I really found a new fire. I was so excited. I was like, now I can help more people at a time if I'm up here, instead of like one person at a time, which I had been used to doing. So I went through a lot of self-help stuff. You know, I turned that hard businesswoman I'd become, because I was so jaded, into a heartfelt, raw storyteller, and helped others do the same. So found some amazing peer groups, and you know, it's the thing that you do every day, that you do naturally, that that has started to come to light with this new coach that I'm working with. So I teach, ongoing. I've been teaching entrepreneurs and artists and coaches and high achievers and body workers and 9-to-5ers how to, level up their income and level up their skills and level up their clarity and level up their dreams. And I want to start a revolution because I'm seeing people's hopes and dreams disintegrate and people not going for anything, not working towards anything. So I want to fire us up, and I want to help you take control of your time and a simple way to get to your financial goals. And I found that unlocking your story is the most beautiful way, most authentic way to share. So I created this roadmap, and I'm going to teach you how to share your story authentically and create your own golden ticket. So there's 7 steps. What's unique about you, generate clients that will pay you well, master your story and how to use it, find clarity in your message, have more time and don't be so burnt out all the time, attract higher paying clients, and find like-minded people. So if you want more out of your life and you're unsatisfied and you're stuck and you want to stand for what you believe in and you want to stand for yourself, or you need someone to help stand for you until you can stand for yourself, if you want to show your family and friends that you can live a life of your dreams and it is okay to dream and be a dream maker instead of a dream stealer, if you want to give back to humanity, you can share your gifts. And I want to stop this I'm too busy syndrome, and I want to teach people how to take control and find their ideal clients and let their bullet holes shine and find a clear message and be able to make offers to attract high-paying clients. So I want to build a community to become transformational connectors. So we need to elevate the collective consciousness. We need to have more, be more, do more. And I want to show people how to win, and so we can show our kids in the next generation how to be a hero. It's really exciting. So I want to create this movement. If you know anyone that wants to come along, I'm building this amazing community of like-minded people to support and lift each other up and lift up humanity. Contact me. I want to hear from you what your hopes and dreams are. So we can do a free strategy session, and stay tuned. There's going to be tons of content and information to help you along the way in whatever way you want to work with me and work with our communities. So stay tuned for more updates. And in the meantime, contact me right away and we'll book your free strategy session to find out how we can help you. I am having a retreat in the new year, in the winter, so I'm really excited to have you all out at the retreat as well. But in the meantime, if you want more information about what I'm up to and how I can help you, I'm so excited. So have an amazing day, and we will chat very, very soon. Stay tuned.